Do you struggle with follow-up in door-to-door sales? One thing that a lot of sales reps tend to make the mistake of is they spend too much time with the wrong people and they don't follow up appropriately to maximize the number of sales they could get in a day. So again, one thing that you really want to keep in mind is spending time with the right people. And when you follow up or set callback appointments, if you're spending it with the wrong people or spending too much time doing that, it could take away a lot of the sales that you could potentially be getting from more interested prospects. So for example, a lot of times you'll get a concern or excuse or objection along the lines of, I need to think about it, or I want to talk to my spouse, or could I get started tomorrow, or could I get started next week, whatever the case may be. And one great strategy to increase sales is going to be offering some sort of discount or one-time offer for X number of people that get started on your products or services today. So one thing to keep in mind is a major reason why you're selling door-to-door is to fill in gaps in technicians' routes or service routes in various neighborhoods. So that's why you're offering that specific discount for that window. So again, maybe it's today, maybe it's this week to fill in that technician's route, for example. So you can use that as a natural limiter and fear of loss with your prospects, saying something along the lines of, you can definitely think about it, or you're more than welcome to talk to your spouse. But again, I only have 2 spots available to fill in this route for today. You can certainly think about it and get back to me, but you may end up paying full price, which is fine, but only the next 2 that take advantage of this spot are going to get that discount. So if you can somehow, make the decision now, that's great. You can take advantage of those discounts, but I can't guarantee that those are going to be available tomorrow or the next day when you do make a decision. So what you want to do is try and weed out those people that are just saying they want to think about it, or they want to talk to their spouse, or they want to get started next week. You want to weed them out and make sure that they're just not saying that to be nice instead of saying no to your face. So again, it's perfectly fine to ask them, hey, I can appreciate that. I completely understand that you want to think about it. Just curious, is that your way of saying you're not really interested in moving forward, or is that your polite way of saying no? Or is that a legitimate thing that you want to think about it before you get started? And again, people, if you confront them, not in like an angry or aggressive way to put them on the defensive, but just straight up asking them if they truly do need to think about it, or if that's just their nice way of saying no. That's one way where you can eliminate some follow-up that you need to do. If they tell you, hey, you know what, it's really just not something I'm interested at this time, perfect. You can spend that time better moving on to someone that is interested versus trying to set up a follow-up appointment or reaching back out to them. And again, if this person really says that, yes, they are interested, timing's just not right now, they really do need to think about it, I would suggest taking down their phone number and scheduling a follow-up appointment. Where at this point, again, another common mistake that sales reps make is they will be, selling on the other side of town. It's prime time. It's the best time to be knocking on the doors. Everybody's home. And they leave that situation to go back to a follow-up appointment with someone who's not really that interested. Where again, if you get their phone number, again, if somebody doesn't want to give you their phone number, I wouldn't really suggest wasting much time following up with them. Again, driving across town to knock on their door and hopefully that they have made a decision at that point, it's not a very good use of your time. But if you can get phone numbers, again, call them back, schedule a setup appointment down the road. Again, make sure it's later in the evening when it's dark out, where it's not a good time to be knocking on doors. You can bring in a lot more sales that way. And again, if you're calling them first, you're not going to waste your time driving all over town following up with someone who won't even be there or answer the door when you come back. So again, a few things to keep in mind. Try and get a phone number to confirm follow-ups and confirm interest. Also use that fear of loss and setting that limiter of time to close more people that say that they're interested and can't make a decision, but they really will if you use that. And then also just weeding out those people who really aren't interested but are saying concerns and objections like they need to think about it, when in reality they're just not interested. So again, hopefully you guys got some benefit and value out of this video. If you did, feel free to comment and share. And if you are in door-to-door sales, be sure to head to d2dmillionaire.com and enter your information for access to our free audio training on how to avoid the 5 most common mistakes sales reps make and how you can avoid them. So again, for access to that free audio download, head on over to d2dmillionaire.com. Send in your information for access to that download on how to avoid the 5 most common mistakes sales reps make in door-to-door sales. But thanks so much again for tuning in. We'll talk to you more soon.